Hello and welcome back to Marineford TCG. My name is Joe. Drink of the day is San Pellegrino Blood Orange. And today I've been playing Jinbe and I'm playing a bit more of that control-y list that we saw from the CS over in Japan a couple of weeks back. And there's been a few different lists on gumgum.gg that are tagged as CS winning. So I've had a look at all of them. And I think the way that I want to play this a bit more is with the control stuff. We've got the 4 of the Law to bounce a 4. We've got the Jozu to bounce a 6. And I've got 3 Red Rock. But I've also still got a small amount more of the Fishman package to help us in those matchups where you need to be a bit more aggressive. Things like Emu. I think if you cut the Aladdin Wadatsumi, especially if you lose dice, I think your matchup into Emu is going to be too difficult without just a little bit of extra something on 4, because obviously Law, he does nothing. So then on 4, if you don't have 1-drops, just start with like Pudding, maybe? Which is not ideal. So I have got 4 of the Aladdin, and I've swapped some 2Ks over for the Wadatsumi, and as a result, I've taken out the Sengoku Searcher. He kind of whiffs a lot anyway. The hit rate on Sengoku, not brilliant. So that's what I've got at the minute. I'm up to 11 1-costs, plus the 2 1-drop Laws. This Law's been pretty good. I'm very torn. I want like 3 of this, but I also wanted the 3rd Hatchan, because there were games where I was just missing 1-costs, and when you're on this build with the Law and the Jozu, you really need 1-cost. And like, yes, Law versus Hatchan doesn't matter that much, but him being an attacker, I think it's slightly better than the 3rd Law, but you can mess around with these counts if you want, and if you could find room for like 1 more Law, I think that could actually be pretty good. I do have 1 random Hina. You could cut that, I guess, but it does come up quite often as just a 2K. The effect's not very good. The effects barely come up. It can turn off Marco, but it doesn't really come up that much. But just the fact that it is a 2K, I have found that being the only 2K in my hand. Where if it was a Law, like, I wouldn't have had a chance to play it, perhaps. This build overall, it feels weaker into Purple Doflamingo, because they play Virgo, and then your Law doesn't do anything, your Josie doesn't do anything, your Red Rock doesn't do anything. So the Purple Doflamingo matchup feels tougher. The Ace matchup feels, I think, better. And I've got a really weird game into Ace in this video, where they go the whole game without playing Whitebeard. They had it, but because of the removal, like, he plays a 4-cost, we remove the 4-cost. He plays a Jozu, we remove the Jozu. Because he doesn't have anything, if he just plays Whitebeard, and he gets Red Rocked, he's in a really bad spot. So he chooses to go for a more mid-range approach with things like Yamato, more Jozus, and Marcos. It actually kind of worked out for him, I'm not going to lie. I think if he just slammed Whitebeard and we respond with Red Rock, I think he's in a worse spot. So that's a pretty interesting game. Won't spoil the result. Very, very close one, actually. But definitely check out the Ace game. Not how most of my games into Ace go, right? Because they just slam the Whitebeard. But this guy was playing around Red Rock quite shrewdly, I think. Unless he just didn't have it, but I'm pretty sure he had it. He had at least Redbeard. We knew that. Other than that, the removal definitely comes up. Into Boa, this is brilliant. I think Boa was one of your better matchups anyway. But when you can just boop all their triggers, it makes the matchup even easier, I think, into Boa. So I do think that is now very, very favoured with this removal package. And I do think this makes it a more rounded deck. Whilst that Ace game is definitely atypical, if we didn't have the Law and the Jozu, we wouldn't have had those options to play that way in the Ace matchup. And last time, it just felt like I was slamming my head into a brick wall, trying to kill them, and it just not working. But this time, it felt like I had at least more options, right? So I think these removal guys are good. How heavily into it you want to lean, whether you want to play the Sengoku, whether you want to play like a full set of Red Rocks and maybe a Raging Tiger, something to consider. However, I do think this Law and Jozu build is better. I mean, they're just they're your classic blue cards, right? You can't go wrong with them. But I think they do give Jinbe a little bit more versatility, which makes him feel better than just kind of being Rayleigh that dies immediately because you don't have 1,000 2Ks. Regardless, I enjoyed Jinbe. Let me know what you think of these games. Let me know if you think where I could have gone better in the Ace game, because it got really weird, really technical, and I'm sure there's some different plays that I could have been making. But yeah, it was a very odd game. Either way, thank you for listening to me talk about the deck. Here's a couple games with Control Jinbe. We're going to give him to Boa. The full-cost Law should be pretty good here, I think. I'm going to take Evens. This is very strong. I'm not a huge fan of these two Aladdins right now. But we can just... We've got 2 1-drops, which is great. Yeah, let's keep this. This is a very good hand. We've got 2 1-drops. We've got a Law. We can bounce on our 1-drops with the Law. We can even do Aladdin if we deem it worthy. Oh, Jozu as well. This hand's getting better and better. Let's go with the Chew first. Fisher Tiger, nice to have. And then let's go with Arlong. I'll probably just take a Wadatsumi here. He's a 2k and he is a good target for Aladdin. If we decide next turn we just want to go max aggro, which we might, to be fair. We might. He's going to have 3 Don here, see if he has a Grandma to stack his life. Does have a Hiyori to stack his life, very nice. And then swing of 6 and I'll take... Yep, cool. Jinbe, very nice. That'd be good later, I think. I think we only even need... Oh, multiple Laws could be good. Multiple Laws could be good. I kind of want to leave the Arlong standing. So that next turn we can pick it up with the Law. I think we will go with the Aladdin. Can toss the extra Aladdin. Yeah, and whilst obviously I'm giving him a trigger here, I do think we need to be aggressive. We are Jinbe, after all. We are an aggressive deck. It's only a Ran. At least it's not the Gorgons, huh? Not going to do that, obviously. We could just boop it back now, I guess. Could just send Ran out of here. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. Can you still attack with Chew? We wouldn't then have a 1-drop for next turn, but he's only going to play a 4 or a 5, so we could even just play Arlong Law next turn. Honestly, kind of like it. Do I want to attack with Chew? I think I do. I think I do. Let's toss an Aladdin here. I don't really want him attacking into my lead. It's fine. It's fine. Cope. Cope. If we want to use leader effect next turn, we can just pump a 7 with leader or something. It's not too bad. He gives us a Shaki. Very nice. So we've got on 5. I'm guessing either Ran or the blocker Boa. One or the other. Just Ran again. Well, guess what? She's gonna be running back to your hand, my friend. That's fine. Yeah, we're definitely just going with another Law here. In fact, we can like go Arlong, Law, Arlong, and get like a bunch of searches. Kind of crazy, actually. Go 5 here. No trigger, wow. It's pretty good luck. Do this. Fema's going to be important into Boa. And we'll go Law. Bounce Arlong, bounce Ran. We'll go Arlong again. And then I will discard once to swing 7 to make it a bit more awkward for him and to get us out of pudding range somewhat. Do you want another one? Another 1-drop could be okay. Jozu's also okay. Do have 1 Jozu. Could just take a 2k. I think I'm tossing Wadatsumi here. Sorry, tossing Aladdin. Yeah, I'll take a 2k. I'm going to toss Aladdin for 2 here and swing for 7. Because he's not going to want to take this and go to 1 on his 7 Don turn, right? Because, like, yeah, you can Kuma, but you still don't really want to be in that position. So this forces the extra card. Shout out, these Laws have been incredible in this game so far. Let's see if they continue to be, but this has been very promising. This turn could easily be a Kuma turn. And we can't bounce this with our Jozu. We're definitely going to defend that, though. We'll give him one of these Wadatsumis. So, as we can't bounce this, this is going to be a Fisher Tiger turn. Which is still solid. And we can pump a load of... We could start by attacking a bit. Yeah, we could start by attacking a bit, see if he gets a trigger. Because if he does get a trigger, we can go with the Jozu. If we're going to fish a tiger, we can just split with these two. So, let's go 5. Yeah, because if he gets a trigger, I do want to bounce it. But if he doesn't, Fisher Tiger's fine. We might have to just toss a bunch too many cards, though, which is not ideal. Because we're at 7 in hand, because we'll be all long spam. Which is quite funny. He's thinking deeply about this 5. Yeah, I think counting there is pretty decent. I'm going to just go 5 again. Okay, let's get a Marguerite. I think I will go with the Josie. I just don't want these guys on the board, right? I don't want them here. And next time we have the Jinbe who can bounce the Kuma. He can just drop Big Boa, but if all he's doing is dropping Big Boa, we can like save our whole board, which is crazy. So let's go 5 with Arlong here. Oh no, do I want to drop the Arlong again? I kind of do. What's the best way of doing this? Do we just not attack with this? That's a bit of a bummer. I mean, if I'm happy to leave it tapped, we can go Arlong, Jozu, Arlong, and that kind of works. What did he take? He trashed his silvers, took a brick bar. Yeah, let's go with this. Oh, you're enticing as well, actually. You are enticing as well. So does the second Jozu, but I think we just want the Jinbe next turn. Okay, if we go with another Law instead of the Jozu right now, we get to attack with this as well. But we don't develop the 6-7. I'll just take a 2k. Yeah, I'll just take a 2k there. Deploy this, bounce this, bounce this. Play this again. Just keep digging. Another 2k. Give it here. And then we'll go 5. And then we'll trash Aladdin again. And go 5 once more. Do you want to trash Fisher Tiger? I might trash Fisher Tiger as well and go 7. So I do want to stay aggressive here. No trigger. What a treat. So he's had, what, 1 random trigger so far. In just the Marguerite that we just sent back to his hand. And we know he has 2 bricks in hand. He has the Marguerite and he also has the Big Boa. Although I imagine the Big Boa comes down. No, just Kuma. Okay. Fair enough. Well, we can get rid of this Kuma. We need at least one thing to go down. We'll see what his swings are. 6-3, and then what with probably 8-5. I'm gonna let that one go. Okay, 9-5 you can have. If it was 8, I'd have probably counted with double 2s there. But 9-5 you can have. Let's start with just 5. Not going to give him any knowledge. Because you should probably counter this. And the reason I'm swinging with this is because you can't use leader effect to put Dons on Law or Josie. So these are both just, they are what they are. We know he had 2 bricks in hand. It's quite tempting to if we just go 5 again now. Let's just play this. Get rid of that. Another Jinbe next turn is actually pretty strong. Our hand's just good. Our hand's kind of just good. Let's go 5. If he wants to counter with the Kuma, that's fine. Nope, takes this one. Okay, Marguerite. Well, you got to counter this Jozu swing now then, because otherwise Arlong just swings 13 and you lose. Ran. What's he going to toss? Toss is a 9 cost. Okay. Also missequences leader effect there. Okay, cool. He does do that. And let's just swing 5. There's no need to go crazy. 1 FEMA should be enough. Oh, we also have this Jinbe attack, don't we? In fact, we just have lethal, right? I forgot this fucking rush, bro. Insane. 7. Yeah, he sees the writing on the wall. Yeah, we just keep pumping this Arlong. Between this Arlong and the Jinbe, we have, what, 6 more Don? Like, we're almost certainly going to kill him there. Like, almost certainly. Especially with this hand. I mean, the Laws and the Jozus very much worked in that matchup. completely offset all of his triggers early on, and just made it so that we had a board. He didn't have a board. It's kind of what they're there for. Going first into ace, this is going to be a good test. We have Law and Jozu, but we have no 1-drops. This is like the perfect hand if we had a single 1-drop. But I think with how it is, I think no 1-drops, no game. No 1-drops, no game. Okay, that's really still not great, but here we are. We have a Law. We have this Law as well. But yeah, no Jozu now. No good 1-drops as well. Like, this blocker guy's fine, but he's not what I'm looking for. I'm gonna put the Don on the leader. Don on the leader? Don on the leader. It makes me want to, like, just play the Koala, but... and swing 6. We know he's gonna probably take anyway. I wish we had some 1-drops. Let's just go out. It is what it is. I just don't have a good play there, right? I just don't have one. Toss it up. He can Atmos this Law back if he really wants to, but Marco's better. I think Marco's always better. Yep, not going to worry about that one. Arlong's great, actually. I do like Arlong. That gives us something good to bounce. Oh, Cavendish. Wasn't expecting that one. Let's see if we can find a Jozu. Jozu's good. Okay, I think we may be gaming. Maybe gaming. Then we'll go Law, bounce this, and then I do want to swing. I'm gonna trash. Fisher Tiger might be important. Probably just Wadatsumi. I kind of want to swing 9 because he has no Don on lead. He only gets 2 cards though, but he does get 2 cards. This just gets 1 brick, which is terrible. Gets the Cavendish. I do think we're going to need to stay aggressive as well. May need this. Definitely need this. Let's go 9. I could have just bounced the Law and, like, not played the Arlong, but I think getting the Arlong value is better there than having the 1 extra Don on leader. You can effectively look at it as we did a search and then chose to trash something, right? Trash 1 extra, because 8 versus 9 here makes no difference, really. Trashes an Iron Whitebeard and then gives no Tama. Interesting that he didn't just give us the Cavendish. I feel like the Iron Whitebeard is better than the Cavendish. 6 to 5, that's fine. Other Arlong's interesting. We can probably toss one of them. They're not actually that useful. Okay, he gives us our shit back. We're going to give him his shit back. So. Yeah, let's go with Arlong. What are we getting? Jinbe's good. I'd really like Red Rock. I'd really like Red Rock. We might be able to dig for it next turn, though. Let's just take a Jinbe. He's a good card. And then we'll play our Josie. Adios, Josie. We do want to trash some cards just so we don't get puddinged as well. We could probably definitely trash 1 Law. He also has no Don again, so I kind of want to go a little bit bigger. Should we trash 1 Arlong? Double Arlong should get us Red Rock, though. Because there's 6 at the bottom that we've seen. Odds of us drawing it quite high. They're quite high. I'll probably block leader swing here. Or we could take. We got options. Do we actually want this Jinbe? Maybe we don't want this Jinbe. He's not bouncing anything. Let's go 9, get 2 more cards. We've got to put some... We're not seeing pudding, right? So we've got to put some pressure on his hand. If we had pudding, different story. But we're at least getting some stuff here. Oh, ASL. Interesting. It's passed over. So this is just Whitebeard. It's his Whitebeard turn. It's fine. If he doesn't have Whitebeard and goes with something like Bounce Jozu, then I guess we can just bounce his Jozu again. Play out some Arlongs. Yeah, I'd really like to see Pudding. I'd really like to see Red Rock. They're the 2 cards I'm looking for, right? We've currently seen neither of them. We've seen the Law, though, and we've seen the Jozu, so I can't complain too much. We've seen pretty decently this game. Yeah. Oh, okay, no Whitebeard. That's interesting. That's red one, yeah, right. Red beard, yeah. Well, are we Jozuing then? We know he has it, right? Because we just gave it back. Yeah, it looks like we're Jozuing. Yeah. If we're Jozuing the Jozu, do we want to just block now? Take the block. So weird, man. Probably do. We can maybe take one more. Oh, we're going to have so many cards in hand. I think I want to block here. This is just Josie, right? Just yeah, Josie the Josie. Very funny. Very funny. We get another Law. Let's go with this. Pudding. FEMA. Sorry, no, not FEMA. Red Rock. Well, we do get FEMA. It's okay. Don't really like any of these, I can't lie. I don't really. I think I'm going to play the other Arlong. There's still so much stuff we're looking for. Pudding and Red Rock, just so important. We're not seeing them though. Take a FEMA here, or I think it's just take a FEMA, just for the pump option. Let's go another one of these. Oh my days, still no Red Rock. He's certainly gonna Whitebeard next turn, right? Certainly. I don't want any of these. We maybe want a Jinbe, I guess. We maybe want a Jinbe. But we know he's going to he's probably going to Redbeard, in fact. And just take a 1k. I don't really like any of those, to be honest. I'm also going to Law. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll Jozu. What's this? Get rid of that. Play out the Law. Use the leader effect. Gonna trash Fisher Tiger, I think, at this point. Do you want to trash one more or just swing 7? I think just swing 7 is fine here. Because I don't really want him to take this one. I'm happy just getting one card. He still has that Cavendish. I'm quite surprised he hasn't given us. Still there's the Cavendish, still there's the Jozu. He can just give us one card here, but here's what it is. Yeah, there's the Cavendish. Cool. Let's pass. It's been a weird game. Some kind of Whitebeard's coming out. Is it Redbeard? Is it Bluebeard? Find out next time. If it's Redbeard, we have to block with Law. Because otherwise it just gets drive-byed. If it's Bluebeard, then we don't have to block with Law. We can probably take, because I really need to see Red Rock now. We've done so many searches with Arlongs, right? That's like 4 searches, I think, now. So we know the bottom 12. There's got to be one coming up. There's got to be one coming up. We're going to get another dig of 4 and a draw 1. We'll see. Maybe he could have kept the Fisher Tiger over the Jozu here. The Fisher Tiger would be okay this turn if he just Whitebeards. It's not amazing, though, because we don't have good targets, right? Because you can't put the Dons on the Jozu. Do you not have it? I guess Redbeard works with this. But then you won't have a Don on the leader, which is a little bit annoying. I mean, I'm guessing he has the event. Are we just not Whitebearding? Is he playing around Red Rock that heavily? I mean, if he's just playing around Red Rock... He is. He's just playing around... He's playing around Red Rock very, very heavily. How much would I hate to get puddinged here? I kind of would. I kind of would hate to get puddinged here, because our hand's actually pretty solid. Other than the lack of Red Rock. But if he's not Whitebearding, we don't need the Red Rock. Fuck it. We block. Is it just another Jozu? We just Jozuing again. Fuck off, dude. Get this damn Jozu out of here, dude. Very funny, man. All we have done is play Jozu against each other. So troll. Except he just draws more cards. Because he's 6k base. Trashes. He had them as well. That's really interesting. Red Rock. Pudding. Pudding works. Pudding is the best card there by a mile. Do we just Pudding now? We take 4 cards out of his hand. He keeps the Jozu, but we take 4 cards out of his hand. We can Pudding next turn, though. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think we get to swing with this Arlong. How do you trash the Hatchan? We just don't have enough. We could Pudding. Just pull the trigger, but then he keeps the Jozu, or we hold for next turn. I think getting rid of this Jozu is going to be important if he's to Whitebeard, but if we can Pudding in, are we ever putting him and getting him to 0? Probably not. It's just Pudding. Fuck it. I'm going for it. I'm feeling the Pudding. Crash a Hatchan, put 2 here. It's at 5. 6. I want to make this at least like 8. Trash a Jozu. This is a 7. Let's make it an 8. See what he does with the 8. If he takes this, I will pump this to 10. If he takes this, I will pump to 10. If he doesn't take this, I think I'm just going 8 again. So I think he needs to counter this. Either effect makes sense. That makes sense. He'll take this one. Yeah. If he has Bluebeard, it's not ideal. Bluebeard here, very much not ideal, but if we Pudding in him... Yeah, I think I like the Pudding there over just playing Jozu again. It's like we get rid of his Jozu, sure, but then he can just play the Bluebeard. We still didn't have Red Rock, by the way. Like, we've still not seen a single copy of Red Rock, which is kind of crazy. We play, what, 3? And I've played, I think, 5 Arlongs at this point. Plus all the natural draws and the couple of lives you've taken. It's kind of crazy. Just Yamato, okay. Interesting. No Bluebeard. No Bluebeard, eh? Well, I think we're probably Jozuing here now. Garp. This is a Marco. Garp, Marco, Yamato. It's not the worst, but it's really weird. It's a really weird interaction between the sort of like battle between Red Rock and Bluebeard. Very odd. Is it Jozu in his hand? Do we have a Jozu pick up the Pudding? Threaten playing it again. Honestly, that's pretty good here. I think these should both be at life. These 7s. Or whatever they are. Don't want to counter this. This is Marco, right? This is always Marco. I think we have to counter this, unfortunately. I think we have to. And then this is 4-Don Marco. Or 2-Don Uta, 2-Don Uta. No, he can't play Uta. He doesn't have a Whitebeard. What am I talking about? Law's good. We have to think about Roger, though, if we're going to play Law. So we can Jozu the Marco, but if all we do is get rid of the Marco, we can never survive with just double Fema now, because he's gone too wide. So we have to Jozu. Probably the Jozu. Play the Law. Jozu the Jozu and Pudding. Oh, it's so awkward, man. It's very awkward. Just go 6 with Pudding. Could go 6 with Pudding and then like 8 with Fema from leader, maybe? What if we just poke like a small Fema swing through this turn? That could be okay. We could have took the Pudding back there, though. Probably should have took the Pudding back. To then have it for next turn. If we're going to Fema. Yeah, should have done that. Oh, so many options, man. This game's very, very technical. And I'm making mistakes. I'm making big mistakes. Then we need to take a 1k here. This is more useful. Can we live? We can't live without the blocker. Let's go 9 to 6, drop the blocker. This still just loses to Roger. Yeah, it is what it is. It does give us 2 cards, though. Okay. This game's so weird, man. This game is so weird. It's not how I was expecting this game to go at all, just because he hasn't played Whitebeard. He hasn't played Whitebeard, he's just played mid-range, and his mid-range draws 54 cards. Yeah, no blocker resolve. You can go for it, but we do have this law. We do have this law. 7. Sure. I'm willing to gamble. That Hina's actually pretty nice for turning off this Marco, though. That Hina is pretty nice. What have we got for 8 Don here? Just more Marcos? There's very little we can do if it is. You know. This is where kind of like a card like Raging Tiger would have been very, very useful in this matchup. And I did choose to cut the 1 Raging Tiger from the list. Although given that we haven't seen... We only just saw the Red Rocks. I guess the odds of us seeing that Raging Tiger are probably quite low. But yeah, a card like Raging Tiger would have been very good last turn. We could have bot decked the Jozu and the Marco. And like as much as we've been Jozuing, he just has the card in his hand every turn. He can just play Jozu again. It's not really getting us very far very quickly. And he is still out-tempering us with these mid-range bodies. 7. Well, we can't counter a 9. We can counter a 9. 2k, 2k, 1k. We don't actually need this now. Let's make him want to go all in. This might be our win con. Okay, we can't actually really use both of these. We can only use one. But that's fine. Let's go, what, 10 with Jozu, probably. I think we just die. But let's try 10 with Jozu. So either he gives us 3 cards here, and then we can split more. Or then we just go all in with lead. And it's, what, 14? So we'll try the 10. I want to check his trash, but I can't. Yeah, if we'd bounced the pudding instead of the Arlong, it wouldn't have actually made a difference because I had to counter there with everything. So that's kind of is what it is. We also wouldn't have got to play the Arlong. But the Arlong just drew us a 1k anyway, so it would have been the same deal. It's going to take a shot. Well, let's see if you got it, man. Let's see if you can counter the 14. I think it's very likely he can and we lose, but you never know. You never know. I think there's a couple of things I could have done differently this game. If we'd found Pudding or Red Rock earlier, I'd have probably used less Arlongs. And we'd have had more Dons for swinging, but... 10, 11, 12... Yeah, he had... Wow, just... That was close. It was exact. That's crazy. Well played, man. Exact counter to get out. I'm guessing he did the math. But he was going to draw one off the top, so I never know, really. Regardless, that was a very close game with Ace there. What could I have done differently? It's just really annoying. We Jozu his Jozu, he Jozu's our Jozu, but he's gaining more value because he has... They're just more... His leader's bigger, right? So if we want to swing at all, we've got to pump more cards into our leader, which is not ideal. Whereas he just puts one Don on and we gets 2 cards, which is quite annoying. We have to put on 3 Don if we want to get 2 cards. Pudding earlier would have been solid. We didn't see it. Red Rock didn't actually come up because he didn't play a Whitebeard. Very weird game. But GG's nonetheless. That was a fun one. Let's go into Mihawk. We're going first. We do have a Chew. We have the Law. The Law's not that great into Mihawk. They don't play that many 4s, right? He plays a lot of 5s. Red Rock will be nice later. I think we mulligan this, though. Okay, we've still got a 1-drop. That's something. Okay, his hand's not amazing, I will say. But we'll see what we can draw in the next couple of turns here. Got the Perona. Very nice. Yeah, I'm not thrilled with this hand, but we will get some more draws before we get to our Aladdin turn. So, there's that at least. He has the 5-cost Tashigi, very nice. That will nerf our Jozu if we are to find one. But currently, all I have is yeah, we don't have great plays for these next couple of turns. We might, yeah, I might just play this. So then we have something to bounce with Law. Just attack 6, play Koala could be okay, because I would kind of like to take a life. Yeah, I'm going to try that. Attack 6, just play Koala. This gets kind of punished by the monkey, but that does force him to play the monkey and then rest the monkey. It's not like the end of the world. Second coffin boat. Okay, bro's got the whole harbour. That's crazy. Kiku comes down, and then 6. Yeah, we'll take that. And the Koala. Can we get a 1-drop off the top? We cannot. So we can either just play Aladdin. I don't really value giving him back the Kiku Nojo. I guess we'll just play Aladdin, huh? It's not great. It's not great. We can toss probably the Law for the leader effect. So yeah, we'll go 5. Yeah, I wish we had a 1-drop. That's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. We are choosing to play less 3-costs in this build. If we were just on the full aggro build, this Law would be a 3-cost. So, you know, it is what it is. Is there ever a world where I pop Koala, attack 5 with Chew, Law the Chew, get rid of Kiku, and then play it back down? I don't think so. I don't think that's worth it. I really don't. We draw 1. Sure, if this was an Arlong, I'd be more tempted because it'd be a search. But I think we just go with this. Choose 0, unfortunately. Then I'll trash the Law 2 here, and then swing him for 6. It is what it is. Not an amazing start here, but we do have the Red Rock, we do have a Fisher Tiger, so we've got some good stuff coming up. We do have some good stuff coming up. We can, this Tashigi is just going to be hanging around. We can't deal with this. Unless we want to battle her strongly, but... That's the Kiku. That's interesting. I thought you wanted to attack with that into the Chew. Okay, well, we're either not attacking Chew or we're not attacking Life, so either way I'm getting a little bit of value there, which ain't too bad. I'm surprised by that. Sure. That's fine. You'd have been nice last turn, huh? You would have been nice last turn. Oh, well. We don't know much else. Let's just go with Fisher Tiger. I might as well play this Chew. We might as well. Jozu... Probably not going to be very good because this Tashigi is unremovable. So we might as well toss him. Start using leader effects. We'll toss the Jozu. Put 2 here. Need to do it twice more, right? Yeah, okay. Let's toss a Wadat. Let's go 7. Let's go 7 because we're going to be going 7-9 here, which is not too bad. Going to toss Wadatsumi. And what else am I tossing? Might just be double Wadatsumi, honestly. It might be double Wadatsumi. No, we have to toss one more. What am I talking about? Yeah. I think I want the Red Rock to have as an option for next turn. I also want the Fisher Tiger, because if he doesn't play something that we want to Red Rock, then we're going to need to Fisher Tiger, right? We're going to need these 2 options. The Femar's too important, because whilst they don't play blockers, well, they don't play that many blockers, they do play some blockers sometimes, and I think the Femur could be pretty good. This is a decent Red Rock target. Not amazing, but decent. Does rest this. Is he going to rest Fisher Tiger? Yeah. We might be able to defend him with this Koala and the Hina. If we do that, though, we're kind of forced to use the Fisher Tiger instead of Red Rocking. Seven to 5. I'll let this one go because it draws me a card. Another Aladdin, not really what I'm looking for. I'm not going to let that one go. We'll give the Hina and the Aladdin, I think, here. Yeah, I do want to defend my Fish Tiger. Jozu? No, he has too many things active for us to ever Jozu. We still have this Koala. We could just Red Rock this turn. If we don't get rid of this Shanks, it is going to cause problems for us. How many cards has he got? 7. Yeah, the Shanks giving the -1 is pretty annoying. I think if we can push him to 0, though, and just look to go for game with Femur, though, I think that's going to be the better way to go about it. So let's just go another Fisher Tiger. Okay, do I want to play the Chew, or... What am I looking for next time? Maybe a Jinbe could be pretty good. Jinbe could be pretty good. Let's play the Chew. Okay, we've got another Fisher Tiger. Let's trash... Do we ever just go, like, double Femur? I think we need to tax cards first. Excuse me. Let's toss the Femur. Two here. 1 here. This is 5, right? Yeah, 5 to 5. Need to use one more leader effect. Probably only going to use one more leader effect. We can go like 8-8 here. I will pop the Koala because he has this now. Go 8, see if he wants to counter this. If he doesn't counter this, I'll probably go a little more than 8. I might go 10 with lead. If he does counter this, I think I'll just go 8 again. We'll see though. He can just have Dracoliacosm or the other one, the Surpass Me. Okay, Spider's Web, that also works, I guess. That's all his Don's gone. Shame we don't have a no, he can rest these. What am I talking about? Ignore me. Ignore me. Do we want to toss? Do we ever toss Red Rock? Do we ever toss Red Rock? He's gonna Mihawk next turn, right? He's gonna Mihawk. We might be able to defend this Fisher Tiger. Definitely not defending the Chew. We might be able to defend this Fisher Tiger if we just toss the Red Rock. And then we could just Fisher Tiger again next turn. Just keep pumping out Fisher Tigers, I guess. I think the Jozu is the worst card. But it's just whether or not we think we need it to defend ourselves. Versus the Red Rock. I think we lose everything anyway because of this Shanks. Between the Shanks and the Cheeky, I don't think we can save this. So I'm going to toss the Jozu. And just go 8. And he'll probably take this one. Yeah. Cool. But if he has the Mihawk here, the 9 cost, this gets frozen. This is probably going to die. This is going to die. So we're not in a great position. Still winnable, but it's going to be tough. Lorn Beppo, okay. That's pretty strong. That's very strong, in fact. That is very strong. Whiffing that extra 3 cost early has kind of hurt us a lot. Yeah, you can rest the Chew. If we defend this, he's still going to take it out. We get out of 1 swing at face, but are any of these going to be bigger than... This is going to be bigger than 7. This is going to be like a 9. I think we do defend this just to get out of 1 swing at face. Because I think this sort of force makes him want to go like 9 with Jashigi into it, I think. He'll rest like Kiku and Perona. What did he rest? Oh, he rested the Beppo. That also works. Yeah, that will go through. And then this swing will go lead. I would imagine. Oh, he's going to go 3-3. It's fine. And then this swing will go lead. No. I don't think attacking these chews is actually doing a whole lot. Where you're this sort of position. It's just swing big this turn. And then putting Fema next turn, right? Do we even play the Fisher Tiger? Is there any point? Could just go 15. Fisher Tiger could draw us into more counter, though. And we can toss this Red Rock. Can he go for game this turn? Yes. With 2k in hand, it's not looking too hot. Wish we had a Jinbe. That would have been really good. Just not sim on all game. 25 left. It's just, am I going Fisher Tiger or not? We'll go up. I think I like it just to get more cycle. Oh, okay, that's really bad. Let's see if we can get a 2k from this. We can. That's nice. Okay. So this is an 8 base. I probably want to discard twice. Definitely discarding this. I think I'm discarding 1 Jinbe as well. You're 12-7. See if he wants to defend that. He can. It's like not that bad, but you know, it's tough. We've got the Jinbe option next turn. If we do need to split still. No, it goes to 0. Okay, well, let's see. Let's see if he goes for game and then if we can get there on the next turn. We do have 1 pump in hand. We also have Pudding, which is definitely going to be a good play. Reduce his hand. Another Lorn Beppo, sure. But probably not going for game at this point, which is nice. We're just going to let everything go through. We can't defend anyway, really. We've got 2k, 1k. Yep, that's fine. That is fine. Probably swing 3 to Arlong with Kiku. And then he'll swing 3 times at lead. We'll just take all the cards. We need them all. We need them all. Yeah, it's fine. Pump's nice. And that's fine. That's also fine. Shouldn't really bother swinging there, I don't think, if I was him. Because we are definitely going to pudding. We get the Dons back anyway. There's no reason not to. So it's pudding. Femur here. Koala. Use Koala. And then use leader effect. Trashing Law. 1, 2. Trashing Jinbe. 1, 2. Trashing Law. 1, 2. Trashing Hina. 1, 2. How big's this? 19 to 7. That should be pretty good. It needs to do a lot of events here. There's a DMG. It's a good start. But not a good finish. I think potentially he should have started swinging face a little bit earlier. I must say. Understand why he was scared of the board. We did sort of manage to keep enough board for him to be scared of. If he didn't play it. But giving us that much time to do those 2 big swings at the end there was good. And then obviously combining pudding with a bunch of pumps was great, right? Well played to our opponent. The removal stuff didn't really come up in that matchup, so you know, it is what it is. But to be fair, he played the Shiggy. If he played Perona, the Jozu would have been a lot more interesting. But he just had the one that we can't remove, so it is what it is. So thank you for watching. That ace game sure was weird, huh? Yeah, it was really weird. I kept having to spend Dons on the fucking Arlong because I could not find Red Rock. And then he ended up not playing the Whitebeard anyway. If I'd have been able to use those Dons to just like swing 8s or 10s more often, would it killed him way faster. But I was just petrified of the Whitebeard coming down and not having the response. Because if the Whitebeard sticks, it becomes more difficult. But maybe at a point I should have just given up on Jozuing his Jozu. And, or at least Jozu the Jozu and then just stop playing Arlongs to dig for Red Rock. I don't know, I'm sure there was a point where that was probably the right play. To just stop playing the Arlongs and use the Dons to make my leader an even swing. But regardless, it was a very close game. It was a very fun game as well, very odd. So let me know where you think I could have gone better in that one. I do enjoy this deck. I'm not sure I'm going to be playing it too much more. Because I don't know, maybe there's some more room to innovate with this guy. But because you can only attach to Fishman or Merfolk, you are really locked into this Fishman package, right? You have to play the Fisher Target, you have to play the Jinbe, you have to play like at least 10 1-drops. And to be honest, if this Aladdin and Wadatsumi were like other things, maybe I'm running out of targets from my leader effect. I don't know. Maybe we could try like, I don't know, if you try like Marco or Cavendish, they're pretty good cards. But then they're more bricks, and you're mandated to run 10 bricks down here. Few bricks here, few bricks here. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to I don't know what to change next. Maybe have another video more towards OP14's release in the West. We'll see. Either way, thank you for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.